Would you guys like to take a Platen out of a Bluebird or a Torpedo? Just we can do that today. I was going to do a video on the Calibri, taking it out, but like always with the Calibris, I had an issue with the Calibri, so I stopped the video and I got the Platen out, but it is a Calibri. We'll try to get a video going back in, but I can't guarantee it. But I will be going over the Bluebird Platen removal because this machine is excellent. It's going in for a new Platen. It'll get a full clean and service and polish, but this one is staying original, and we'll see if anybody out there needs one. So the first thing you do is on this left knob over here, in frame, there's a little tiny screw, and that if it clicks, you pull that out to the left, and now you get no more clicks. That unlocks this gear so you can line it up for forms. And if you try to go in through the top, it's too hard because there's that in the way. So you can flip it on its back or on its side and then get to that screw down here through the bottom. It's a little tiny guy. Little tiny guy. Slide that out. And if you look down inside here, where you pull the screw out, there's a flat and then a thing, and that's all it is. And then this technically should just slide right out. That is your variable mechanism. You don't have to do anything else with this left knob. That screw is the only thing you gotta do. But don't lose it. Whatever you do, don't lose this tiny little screw. Very importante. Okay, so we're gonna put you back in the stand, and then we'll go to the side of the top rods in. And then on this side, there is your normal pin, excuse me, set screw on the inside of the Platen. And it's just like this. It's one screw. Where's my lens? One screw with a pin that feeds down and it screws in. And you save that and you put it in a thing. And then you pull the Platen out. Or pull the Platen rod out, excuse me. Like so. Platen rod is out. Now you can move the typewriter all the way to the right side most it can go. You grab the Platen and you pull it out. Like so. And to put it in, you do the opposite of removal. You set the Platen in its little home, nice and level. You take your Platen rod, you put it into its slot, pull that up so it lines up. You push it all the way over till it stops. You take your left knob with the variable still attached to the knob. And remember, you're looking for this little gap on the bottom to line up with that hole. And you'll slide this in like so. You can bring it over. Then you'll flip the typewriter on its back, and you'll look down into the little slot there. See how I'm moving the Platen rod around, and it's going in and out and up and down. You just line up that little screw, and you can move this out of the way a little bit if you need to. But it's locked. It'll only go. It needs to be in that range, in that little oval area. So you just put it kind of there in the middle. And then you use a screwdriver and you put it in, put that tiny kind of little screw back into that hole, and then that would be locked into place. And then on this side, you come back up to here to the top, and if you notice on the Platen, it has a tiny side and a screw side, just like on the screw. Zoop. It's got a tiny side and a screw side. So you would just make sure you turn this Platen. Oops, that was me pushing the space bar. You would just move this in and out, look around, find that hole that lines up. You take your pin edge, you put it straight down. I'm looking through the lens, it's kind of difficult. You put your pin down in like so, and now you can just, I'm not going to be able to do this with one hand, not steady enough to screw it in and find the slot at the same time. But you get the gist. Oh, there we go. You just zoop, 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 zoop. Screw it till it stops. There you go. Now your typewriter's back in business. I didn't put that tiny screw in, so I can just reverse this all like so. And just, it's one of the easiest Platens to install and remove on the Torpedo. I know we got a lot of Torpedo fans out there. You could just tip this over too, and that screw will fall out. Just dig it out later. I only have one hand, but just to show you that you can take apart this typewriter one-handed and pull out the, like so. But that's it, guys. 5-minute video on a 10-second job. We'll talk to you guys later.